Hey, what's going on, guys? This is the SS Ultimate Goku back with another video, and so I want to talk about something here because it's been bugging me all day. It really has, because for anyone who hasn't been following me on Instagram, I kind of posted a Instagram kind of about this last night, a little clip about this when I was at the stand. Um, but here's the thing. When you're in the main event of a show and you win it, that says something. Since I know it's Monday Night Raw, it's a television show, but still. That means you are probably pretty important on the show, right? You're probably important on the show. So, with that being said, WWE did not have a Bobby Lashley t-shirt on their stands last night. If you guys haven't figured it out, I was at Monday Night Raw last night because it was in, my neck of the woods. So I was at Monday Night Raw last night, and it was a good event overall. But the thing that really annoyed me was that I was not able to buy a Bobby Lashley t-shirt when the dude was in the main event of the show. If you're in the main event of the show, you kind of should have the merchandise for that person. They didn't have one t-shirt, they didn't have a hat, they didn't have nothing of Bobby Lashley, yet he was in the main event and won, might I add. Don't you think you should have that, WWE? Don't you think you should have the guy who's main eventing your event? I mean, hell, they had John Cena stuff, and John Cena wasn't even on the freaking card at all. He wasn't even there. I know Cena's still very popular, but still, you have guys there that are not like there, at the event. They didn't have a Dolph Ziggler one, and Dolph Ziggler just main evented a pay-per-view last night, which I still can't believe. 2 nights ago. I'm sorry. So why do you not have a Bobby Lashley t-shirt? This is what I'm talking about with the whole merchandise thing is irrelevant. Everybody talks about merchandise. Well, if they're not selling enough, then you can't market around them. That's a crock of shit. Because guess what? Bobby Lashley was in the main event, and there was not one sale for Bobby Lashley last night. Because guess what? They didn't have Bobby Lashley t-shirts. They didn't have Bobby Lashley merchandise. So how can you tell me that these guys, that they're marketing for, their poster boys are the face, and that's who they need to build around, when half the time you don't even have the merchandise for them? Now, they didn't have the SmackDown guys because it was Raw, obviously, but my point is, Lashley, none of his merchandise was sold last night at Raw because there were no t-shirts for Bobby Lashley, even though Lashley was in the main event of your show. He was in the main event of your show, and he won it. And yet, no merchandise of the guy who's in your main event. How freaking stupid is that? What kind of logic is that? Oh yeah, he's in the main event of Monday Night Raw, but we're not gonna sell his merchandise. He's not good enough. Nah. Oh no. No, he's not good enough, brah. I don't understand WWE's logic half the time. You know what I mean there? It just doesn't it just doesn't it just doesn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? Um Lashley, no t-shirts. No t-shirts for Lashley. So no sales. So when people tell me that Roman Reigns is somehow people are buying his merchandise, that's a crock of shit. Because if you don't make every wrestler, well, maybe not every wrestler, but if you don't make every like wrestler that's like, you know, an upper mid card or, you know, close to the main event or main event, then you can't tell me that these guys are better than the others. Because they're not. Because Lashley didn't get any merchandise sales because they didn't put his merchandise there. They didn't put his merchandise there at all. Now, if I may, I am going to post this because I actually recorded this for you guys to watch. For anybody who hasn't looked up on my Instagram yet, it's there for you guys to see what they basically had at the merchandise stands. Now, I recorded the big one because they have little small ones at the arenas as well, but they don't have as much stuff there. You got to go to the big merchandise place, the big merchandise store, that's the one I recorded because that one has everything basically that they have. I'm going to show you guys this. So, well, you guys can go check it out, whenever you feel like it. But I'm going to be posting this in here because this needs to be shown. So that right there is the link to where you guys can go. I'll probably put it in the description as well. Where you guys can go check this out and see how they didn't have a Lashley t-shirt. They had multiple other people. They didn't have Bobby Lashley, and he was in the main event. I don't understand how he can be in the main event, but he doesn't have merchandise at his stand or at the merchandise stand. This is what I'm talking about. How the merchandise shit is relevant, because AJ Styles, okay, is not main eventing despite the fact that he's the WWE champion. All right, I don't think he's main evented since like February or something like that. Maybe even longer than that. I don't exactly remember. But he hasn't main evented a show in a while, a pay-per-view in a while. And yet he's number 2. And CM Punk was number 1. He had surpassed John. CM Punk is the only person that has passed John Cena since John Cena has been on top. Okay, since John Cena became John Cena, okay, CM Punk's the only person who's passed him in merchandise sales. Okay, he was number 1 for a while. Okay, and yet Punk never got to main event, he rarely did, but like, you know, half of his long WWE title run, he didn't main event the pay-per-views. Okay, despite the fact that he was a champion. Okay, and that's what they're doing with AJ Styles now, even though AJ Styles is number 2, and he's ahead of Roman Reigns in merchandise sales, by the way. So, yeah, but Roman still gets to the main event always, you know. So, this is my point about this, is that WWE do not know what they are doing. The fact that Lashley is main eventing a live television show, and there's not merchandise for him at the stand is pretty stupid, in my opinion. It's pretty stupid. You should be able to catapult off of that, success. This guy just won the main event of Raw. Let's go buy a t-shirt of his, right? They can't because you don't have them there. You know what I'm saying? That's ridiculous. So this has been bugging me for a while since I went to Raw last night, and I was not happy to the fact that they did not have a Bobby Lashley T-shirt. Because I actually was going to buy one, despite the fact that it cost $35 at the goddamn stands. It's $10 cheaper online now. Like, I don't understand why WWE increased their prices like that at stands. Like, when you can just buy them online now. Well, you could buy them online back then, but back then they were around the same price. Now they're ridiculous at the stands. So yeah, that's what I gotta say about this. And let me know what you guys think. If you guys have been going to Raw or SmackDown lately, if you've noticed this stuff with other top stars, maybe AJ or for SmackDown, I don't know what people have been doing for SmackDown as of late for merchandise stuff. I would like to know if other people have been going to arenas lately and seeing that top stars are not getting merchandise at the merchandise stand like Lashley did today. And I would like to also know if there was also someone that's gone to a Monday Night Raw recently in the past couple of weeks, maybe, that noticed that Lashley shirts were not there. Maybe this has been like a thing that's been going on for a while. I don't know. But I would like to know if other people have experienced this at the stands, the shop zones for WWE, stuff, whether it be Raw or SmackDown or live events, whatever. Let me know. Comment, rate. Thanks for my other videos. Please subscribe, and that's about it, guys. I am the SS Ultimate Goku, and I'm out of here. Peace.